Sailor Uranus here, Amara here, and today we're going to talk about one more Santa Claus skit or segment that WWE did for the Christmas special of Monday Night Raw. Now, this was involving Enzo Amore as Santa Claus, coming out with his helpers. Would be Drew Gulak and Tony Nese, who are members of his So Train faction. Now it was funny to see this. Even though I was expecting a Santa Claus segment, I was surprised to know that it was Enzo Amore. So two times so far this year, heels have actually been Santa Claus. Now, I know some people are going to argue and say that you had Heath Slater and Rhino go as Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus way early on this year, but yeah. And you had Alexander Rusev as Santa Claus, heel, of course. The only two face Santa Clauses was Heath Slater and Rhino. So anyway, in this segment, he talks about how he's going to give everybody what they wanted, since they didn't get what they wanted. He then claims that everybody he's wrestling against, his team's wrestling against, that Karazawa, Alexander, Cedric Alexander, and Mustafa Ali are getting nothing but cool. Now, it's also funny to realize that to see Santa Claus do a weird dance, because Enzo Amore does this weird dance he always does, and to see Enzo Amore do that as Santa Claus is just funny. Then you actually see the match itself, and it's funny because you see Enzo Amore trying to wrestle, I guess, Akira Tozawa, Mustafa Ali, and trying to also, I guess, wrestle. It actually is wrestling, Cedric Alexander. And mostly, by that point, the hat went off, the glasses were gone, the beard was disposed of, but it was just funny seeing Enzo Amore trying to wrestle these people as Santa Claus. Yeah, well, don't forget, he also had Tony Nese and Drew Gulak with him as well as his L's or his helpers. And at the end, the team loses. Cedric Alexander and Karazawa and Mustafa Ali eventually defeat Enzo Amore as Santa Claus and Tony Nese and Drew Gulak as his helpers. Now, another part, this is a continuation from it. He's walking back from the mat after the fight, after his team's lost, upset over it. Then him and Nia Jax start talking, and they've been having these segments where Nia Jax is, constantly, I guess, trying to get in some type of relationship with him, but it never seems to happen. They're underneath mistletoe, and he's still dressed as Santa Claus, but the hat and the beard are long time gone. But before they can even kiss, we had, what was her name? Oh, Alexandra Bliss, or also known as Alexa Bliss. Or actually Alexis Bliss, probably. And she interrupts and say, oh, we got to talk about the women's Royal Rumble, So that was another segment as Enzo Amore as Santa Claus. So actually, this year, we actually got 3 Santa Claus segments or matches. Or fights. Heath Slater and Rhino as Santa Claus. We also had Alexander Rusev as Santa Claus. And we had Enzo Amore as Santa Claus. So, 3 Santa Claus segments this year that WWE did. Impact Wrestling, no Santa Claus segments once again. But then we get basically calming our used to them not doing Santa Claus segments anymore, since the last one they did was in 2012 AD, of course, and that was the last Santa Claus segment they ever did. So anyway, that's all I'm going to talk about. I'm Sarah Uranus, Amara. Hope you all enjoyed this movie show. Bye.